In today's video, we are going to do a little restorative relaxation yoga, and this would be suitable for anyone that has any pelvic pain conditions, or if you are suffering from a pelvic organ prolapse, this can provide some relief from those symptoms. Welcome to the Flower Empowered. So we're going to need a bolster or a rolled up quilt, some cushions, a couple of blankets and a little strap or some sort of belt for this video. So we're going to be doing a little bit of restorative yoga today, and restorative is all about letting everything go. So it's a real focus on letting go of tension. And we're going to start with a pose called legs up the wall. And for that, you do need a wall. If you don't have a wall, you could have legs up the bed instead. For example, you can lay on your bed and have your feet up against the headboard, or you can lay on the floor in front of a sofa, a bed, or a chair, and you can actually bend your knees and have your legs on that. But what we're going to do is take the bolster and place it so that it is against the wall. And the purpose here is to elevate the hips just a little. Now you also want to have something behind the back. So for that, we're going to use a blanket. So we'll just smooth the little blanket out in front, and then we're going to weight the legs. So we're actually going to put the blanket on the feet when we come up into the position. So this should be a reasonably heavy blanket, and you can fold it and just place it there for a moment. And lastly then, we're going to take the strap and we're going to make it so that it will sit on the legs so that the legs don't fall open when we come into the position. So the strap, we can put that around the legs before we come up nice and close. And just keep this blanket close by because we're going to place it on the feet once we get up. But we have to take ourselves lying down and we have to shimmy the body around so that the legs are going towards the wall. And then we want to bring the hips up so that they're just resting on the bolster. And this takes a little bit of effort to get into the position. You want to get as close as you can so that your backside is touching the wall. So that was a little bit of effort, but it will be worth it. We're going to bend the knees, just place the blanket on the feet. You want to take the legs up the wall. You can just tighten the strap a little and then allow the arms just to be stretched out. Allow the body to relax and start to let go. And as you begin to let go, I want you just to notice how it feels around your pelvic floor. I want you to imagine softness as you allow yourself to begin to relax. You can close your eyes. Allow the shoulders to relax, to be soft. Letting go of the hands and the feet. Letting go of all effort. So the weight of the blanket on top of your legs, resting on your feet, should be preventing the legs from moving from this position. If your backside is up nice and tight against the wall, then that can make it a little bit easier for you to relax. It's almost as though you're sitting, the strap, gently holding the legs, stopping them from shifting out towards the side. And as you relax in this position with the pelvis slightly elevated, I want you to notice how it feels around the hips. Try to be really soft in your hips. Try to let them be heavy. Notice how it feels around the abs,
Try to be really soft and allow the breath to just come in and out of the body. Allowing everything to be really heavy. So the weight of your body pressing into the floor just by surrendering. So you're not holding in any way, you're just letting go, completely allowing your body to release the tension. You may notice as you release tension that there's little shifts in the body, and this is okay. Soften the knees, just allow the legs to hang out there and to hold the weight of that blanket. Allow the back of your head to be heavy. Notice if you're holding tension in your face or around your jaw. As much as you can let go in the body, just keep letting go. Keep releasing and relaxing. I want you to feel the lightness on the front side of your body. So every part of you that isn't touching the floor or the wall, I want you to imagine space. Imagine openness. Imagine relaxation. Allow everything to become even softer. Notice where your mind goes as you allow yourself to become heavier, almost becoming one with the earth beneath you. And then bringing some awareness back to your breathing. We're going to take a deep inhalation. Sigh it out. Inhaling deeply. And sigh it out. One more deep inhale. And as you exhale, gently bring the energy into your hands. Taking your hands onto your legs. And you're going to just gently press the fingers onto the top of your thighs, just above your knees. And then allow yourself to bend the knees, allowing the blanket to come down, but doing so slowly and softly. You're just going to place the blanket off to one side. We're going to take the strap away from the knees and just give yourself a little hug here. So as you give yourself this little hug, you'll notice that the pelvis is very tucked, and this is okay. Just alternate the arm that goes on top. And from here, we're going to do a little bit of a supported happy baby. So just take the legs up and just reach the hands around. Now we're not pulling here, we're just gently holding on to the hands, allowing the pelvic floor to face up towards the ceiling. Try to relax your shoulders, relax your legs, relax everything down. Just feel the opening. And then we're going to bring the legs so that they're on the wall. And we're going to place the hands underneath the legs. So what we're doing here is almost like an air squat. So like we're up in the air, and you can take the legs down a little bit if that's more comfortable. But you want to find a position where you can allow your hands to take the weight of your legs without you having to really do anything. So you can adjust a little here if you need to. And if it feels like you're slipping too much, it's also okay to take your blanket and to place the blanket between the legs and the stomach, and to just allow the legs to relax down. So we're going to try to rest here. Surrendering. If you're very flexible and it feels like the legs are going to pop out, you can also put the strap around the knees to help to support you staying in this position. And as you relax into this position, try to let go of tension. So notice if you're gripping now around the hips, try to release and relax the hips. Try to surrender the weight of your knees, the weight of your legs completely. So resisting the temptation to hold, just try to let go. And just let the legs go where they will. And as you relax into this position, I want you to notice how it feels in the pelvic floor. Try to be really soft. Try to relax the abdominals. Allow the chest to be heavy. Relax all the way through the spine. And you shouldn't feel any discomfort in your spine in any of these positions. Just feel the elevation here of your pelvis. And feel as the insides of the legs let go. Now, if you have a strap around the legs, then they won't open to the sides, but you will be supported, so you don't have to hold with the muscles on the insides of the legs. You really just want to be able to let go. But if you're comfortable with letting go into a more open position, then you should also allow yourself to do that. So most important that you listen to your own body. And then we're going to bring the breath in. And as we inhale, I want you to do that reverse Kegel motion. So as you breathe in, just imagine that the air is breathing all the way down to your pelvic floor without any pushing. As you exhale, relaxing the pelvic floor and allowing it to draw back upwards. So inhaling completely and exhaling fully. Inhaling as you relax the pelvic floor. And exhaling, continuing with that relaxation and surrender. Then bringing the energy back into the hands. If the knees have opened, you can bring the legs together. If you have a strap around your legs at this point, you can take the strap off. You can remove the blanket from on top of your hips, and just again we go for a little squeeze. And then we're going to have to take the hips down, so you can just press yourself so that you come away from the bolster or the blankets, whatever is beneath you. Going to roll over to one side, does not matter which, and use your hands to very slowly come back up. And as you come up, do so slowly and mindfully, because when we practice these yin positions, we are in those positions for quite a few minutes, and that gets everything kind of relaxing and kind of moving into compression and decompression. So there would be some compression in that position with the hips elevated around the abdominals, and decompression across the pelvic floor and in the legs. So when you come out, you want to do so slowly and with grace. And that is the end of this little practice today. It can be really nice to do this before bed. It really helps to relax the body to practice a restorative yoga. If you enjoyed this video, please do like, share or comment. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe, and remember to talk about pelvic floor dysfunction. When we talk about these things, we can really change the outcomes for those who suffer in silence. Together, we can and will make a difference.